he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. From the shotgun, the inside give. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10. Last year's return to prominence for Colorado was fueled by a couple of superstars, Travis Hunter winning the Heisman Trophy and giving this whole program a bolt.
They also lost Shedeur Sanders, a quarterback, so losing a lot of talent on the field, but there are a lot of eyes on this program now for obvious reasons, and because of the guy running the program, they're always recruiting extremely well. There's new talent coming in the building. Nobody can overlook Colorado anymore.
Well, it's crazy because the list of Hall of Fame coaches are incredible. I mean, you just go down the list, and I've heard that guy, heard that guy, heard that guy. And so they're starting to recruit better and get more talent. Can they solidify the line of scrimmage? That's what's been the key for Colorado. Can they be physical and tough up front?
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Right, nice job by the QB. It's third down. It's money down. I'm looking to throw the ball down the field. What's open? My running back. Find him, hit him, let him do the rest. Good job.
Out of the gun to give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball.
The short hands, it's Miller. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Listen, nice completion, short gain. Now you get to third down. Third down's more manageable. Guess what? If I don't get on third down, I still got that fourth down in my pocket. Nowadays, analytics, we're going for it anyways.
Dropping back, it's Salter. Looking to scramble. He'll pull it down. Got the first down himself. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch them because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys. That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Pick up for 5. It'll be third down and 5.
And we've already seen it a couple times now. Like, he is more than willing and actually quick. He's quick to get those puppies moving and get out the pocket and go scramble and make a play. If this defense is paying attention, his feet is a big part of this game plan.
Caught over the middle. It's Brown. This senior shows some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Trying to seal the edge on the right. Shows him the stiff arm. He'll be run out of bounds at the 14.
Talking to their coaches, they said, we are going to run the ball on the first drive of this game and really see if we can establish that line of scrimmage. You've seen that early so far, and after that explosive run, they've now set themselves up here in the red zone looking to score some points.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. There's the pressure. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage trying to throw behind. This defense defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Third down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. And they're able to get him down, but not before he gets to the 2. And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. Has to get there to move the sticks. He is denied. Stopped just short of the goal line. Pushed his way to the 1 and could go no further, and they'll turn it over on downs. Notre Dame backed up in the shadow of its own goal post, looking for room on 1st down. They'll run the RPO and Forsythe. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down. Marcus Freeman added another chapter to the year 3 success stories of Notre Dame coaches taking the Irish to the national championship game, and he looks like a cornerstone coach for the future.
It was so impressive what they were able to do, bouncing back from an early season loss against Northern Illinois when everybody counted them out. He's done an outstanding job recruiting. He's got a great coaching staff. This team is built and ready to make another run.
Yeah, he's got superstar written all over. He has the next coach to break that ceiling and win a title. Just recruiting up, belief up, discipline up. Notre Dame looks like a national championship contender.
Using his feet to buy time. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there. More and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that process. Nice job on the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on 3rd and short. Looking down the middle. And it's knocked away, incomplete on 3rd down.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Off-play action on 1st down. Gonna take a shot at this DB. Oh, right through his hand. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. The give to the back.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yards.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the 1st quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it. Finding an escape route. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the 1st down.
I think we're going to see more and more of this in college football. It used to be that if it was 4th and inches and you're on your own side of the field, you automatically punt, but I like that play.
Oh, he's got some space. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator of where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big gain. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they throw.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Can't hang on. He muffs it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. They'll run it from the gun. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
It all the way to the 48-yard line.
Nice play there. And I know when you think Notre Dame football, you're thinking about running the football and all those NFL offensive linemen they have. But when you've got playmakers like him on the perimeter, you've got to be able to take advantage of him. This guy has the chance to play on Sundays. He's too good. If you've got a window to throw and that guy's out running the route, give him an opportunity.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few.
And tight ends aren't just line up and block guys. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Looking for space. It's Love. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
4th down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and the defense makes a stop and gets the football back.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They'll toss it to the outside on the left. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Buffaloes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll go to the ground. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
You want to He's going to run it. Breaks into the open. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
He did a really good job on third down, knowing where the sticks were, making sure he got past it. Listen, quarterbacks can get hit near the goal line punching in. On third down, those are those situations where it's okay to put the quarterback's body on the line.
The Buffaloes will have it 1st and 10. And they'll try to catch him with a pass. On the run, fires downfield. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffaloes! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. This guy is... Oh, and the extra point is blocked. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Snap of the drive from the 25. On the ground, it's up. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Slips a tackle and he's got room. Turns it on down the left side. And he eluded the defense and he'll take it all away. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
That is exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half. Close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire, and win this second half.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Mountain West. Kansas is comfortably ahead on the scoreboard right now. Frankly, the kind of lead we're used to seeing inside Fog Allen Fieldhouse with the Jayhawks. They're up by 17 over New Mexico. Just
touchdown, Buffs! Special teams coming through. The third aspect of the game, delivering big time. He is a field-flipping machine. Taking on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
He's not going to make it. Stop short of the goal line, and they are unable to extend this lead any further. And that is not what they were after. Kickoff sails out of bounds. An excellent field position for this offense. Offense in an empty set. To throw, it's Carr. He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's picked off, and that's number 10. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And he Makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
DBs will try to keep everything in front. Wants to go up top on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. They'll immediately call timeout.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now first down from the 39. Under fire. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. He uncorks one deep. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. He's out of bounds after a big pickup, but there's a flag on the field, and this might be coming back. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. We talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those...
He'll take a deep shot here. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Just about set to get this second half underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for the big return there, but he'll go out of bounds at the 28. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think then if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Back to pass, it's Carr. He wants to go deep. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
Coverage team does a good job. Touches it dead. No return on this one. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Takes a hit as he fires. The short hands, it's Williams. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now first down from the 37. To the air on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Hayden. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
And it was a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field, making the nice tackle.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the board.
And he's to the 48-yard line. That would be good enough for a first down.
Well, there's an example of the quarterback just creating on the fly, because I think that was supposed to go to the running back on a screen, and he just saw an open guy downfield and said, I don't know, I'm just going to throw it down to this dude. He's wide open. I know it's not how we drew it up, but we'll take it.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
There he goes. Got the first down. Looking for more. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. And the Buffaloes with the 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Salter. Got out of trouble and throws. Quickly complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
Second down, he'll throw it. Throwing right. He makes a catch. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. And the Buffaloes, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go with the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Hayden. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. He did not make it. A stonewall on third down. The Buffaloes will try to pick it up on 4th down. Calls his own number. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Yeah, there's so much aggressiveness in college football, and I'm here for it. I want all of it. Nice job, 4th and short. I'm buying my club, and now 1st and goal inside.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Colorado. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. The AT unit on the field. And the extra point is good. The lead is 19. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. The give on the option. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Gives it on the option. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. Gonna let it fly. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half. But man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third.
Throws toward the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
Fires into the end zone. Intercepted for the 11th time this season.
That's the advantage right there of having your dime personnel on the field. You got an extra DB. You got an extra guy out there who's really good at covering. So for quarterbacks, you've got to be so good and precise with these passes because they've got speed in the back end. They're able to come away with the pick.
Found some space and crosses the 10 out through the 11. It's a pickup of 6. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Turning it on! Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They are going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game. He's paying him off right now. It's a really nice run.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Buffaloes want to move quickly. Trying play action. He's going to fire deep. Picked off to stop the threat. Taking it the other way. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
So you're saying there's a chance, Reese. I know it's not a big chance, but you got the ball back now. Maybe your offense can get hot. You can create some turnovers, maybe get an onside kick. Who knows? I'm saying there's a chance.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air, it's Carr. A strike downfield. They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down.
Well, hats off to this defense and their ability to shut this guy down. He's one of the best receivers in all of college football. That was only his second catch of the game, and we're essentially in a 2-minute situation. They have risen to the challenge. They knew coming in they were going to have to limit him, but I don't know if they even thought they'd be able to do this good of a job.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. They'll send the back in motion. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Working that wide receiver screen. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down? Rides the back and leaves it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Good timing on the quick out. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising.
Oh, he's got some space. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now, late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They'll mark him down right there. Good pickup, but still a little bit short of the first down. And the Buffaloes lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. That'll be enough to give them a first and goal from the 10.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to the running game because it's been able to freeze these defenses, help set up play action. They've been physical at the point of attack. I think that really has been the key force for this offense so far, having the success they've had.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you want to do. Late in the ball game with the lead, establish the run, establish the physicality. And you know what helps? That clock up there, it continues to tick. So let's see if they choose to keep the ball on the ground. And
touchdown, Buffaloes! And the punishment has been extended. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column. That one might have put the finishing touches on this game.
This one is over. Game, set, match. The defense had a chance to maybe kind of keep their team in it, but the offense said, take it to the locker room.
And he makes the extra point. They march 72 yards and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. On the option. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option, down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions, keeping them in good second down situations.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
A huge gain. Probably would have loved to see this earlier in the game. Probably would have loved to have some of these runs and have a little bit more success running the football earlier. Now, I might think about maybe cranking the tempo and probably, if I'm going to need these runs, I'm going to need to go ahead and score on these runs, or I'm going to need to start chucking the football.
You sort of think that over the years you get immune to these types of upsets, but this one is a shocker that might go on the list of all time.
Dude, huge win. Like, you can't say enough about being a team with a considerable talent disadvantage. Like, you're the underdog for a reason. You go with, this is a top 10 team you're playing against. Like, everything says you shouldn't win, but Palmer, they came out and they absolutely took care of business.
Yeah, they showed up in the biggest moment. You got to give these players a ton of credit. They may not be as talented as their opponent, but this was a game and an opportunity that they took advantage of. They made the plays they needed to make. They put the rest of college football on alert with this win. This is one these fans will be talking about for years and years to come.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.